Yo, what's good YouTube? ZAMCRO here, aka Scoot, back with the ITL SCOTTAKE. So we haven't done one of these since week 4 of the ITL. Like I mentioned in the recap video, I got caught up in March Madness and just the other leagues I was in, and there was a coach disappeared. There was some strategic forfeits. It was just a little bit tougher for me to keep up with, especially with everything else ongoing. So that being said, we are going to briefly recap the number one hot sets from weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to go over the top 5 from weeks 5 through 12. I went through, rewatched all those battles, and found 5 sets that I thought were commendable, and here I will commend them. But first, let's recap. In week 1, we saw Marion Varon, coach of the Zagreb Zangers, take on Gypsy King, where he brought a swords dance licky licky, which actually put in work. So that was the hot set of week number 1. In week number 2, we saw Phantom Bass and his New York Cosmogs take on the New Orleans Faints, where the New Orleans Faints' coach, Playoff P, or Nova Hawk, formerly known as Nova Hawk, brought a Lucario versus Tyler in his Aurora Veil, and decided to bring an agility swords dance variant to set up in the face of an Aurora Veil Alola Ninetales. So that was pretty cool to see, and earned itself the week 2 hot set of the week. In my opinion, in week 3, the hottest set was the Tapu Fini, which also came from, I believe, Nova Hawk. Using the Tapu Fini versus Helmy's Mega Venusaur to turn it into a water type. And I thought that was a pretty hot set. Pretty cool to see. You could then poison the Mega Venusaur. You could then get super effective or not super effective, but neutral damage Moonblast off, which is super cool. And in week 4, we saw Alpha defeat the GOAT, I believe, with a Calm Mind, Iron Defense, Recycle, Bronzong. And I thought that was fantastic. It was the Eye Papa Berry, so the Recycle, brought the berry back, pretty much brought him back, 50 to 60% every time he got low enough for it to prompt. So, that being said, I reviewed, or just recapped weeks 1 through 4's number 1 hot set. I do the top 3 every week, but I felt like, combining all of them was too much, and I felt like my definitive and unarguable, it's non-negotiable number 1 sets. Nah, you guys can have your opinions too. But my number 1 sets was going to be what I brought to the table here. And that being said, those were fantastic sets, and I skimmed through weeks 5 through 12, and I found 5 replays, or 5 hot sets that we're going to jump into a second. And, well, let's go ahead and jump into it. We'll jump into number 5 right now. So what's going on here is we have a week 6 battle where the Portland Crowbats faced off against the Wisconsin Weezing, and Aki brought, first of all, Aki got this freeze on the Mega Venusaur, which he's going to take advantage of here with a Swords Dance, as Helmy switches into his Landorus to get that Intimidate off. And here, Aki doesn't want to lose his Mega Mawile, still a fantastic breaker. And he sacks off his Tyranitar here to the Earthquake, brings in his Excadrill, and he's going to reveal the Magnet Rise. Now, this is a cool set because instead of chipping Landorus down to put it in range of the Driller, he instead brings a set that can take advantage of most Landorus sets. Unless he had like a Banded Superpower, Life Orb Superpower, this was just a fantastic set here, and it was actually able to just break through the team here as the stand was up. And Cloister even comes in and meets its doom as well there, with the Excadrill being able to outpace it, and finally going down to the Landorus there. But yeah, that earned, out of the 7 weeks I skimmed over, that earned the top 5, the number 5 ranked hot sets, in my opinion, for the SCOTTAKE this week. And I guess now we can hop into number 4. Coming in at number 4, we have a game from Alpha and Sky, where it was kind of a little bit of a back and forth battle here, just both getting a little bit of chip here and there, switching out to their respective counters, trying to take on an advantage here in the battle somewhere. They both have pretty good counters to each other, and don't really get far into the game until my man Sky here makes a pretty cool prediction, catches the Garchomp upon switch in. It's not exactly what we're here for, though, as you're going to see in just a second. We're here for the Mega Lopunny, and here we're going to see it comes in, takes an Acid Spray pretty comfortably, and catches the Wish back. And now it's going to reveal its cool tech here. Going to go for the Baton Pass into the Thundurus. I believe it actually revealed Baton Pass already. Goes into the Thundurus there, baits in the Nihilego to get in the Mega Lopunny without having a Spadef drop here, and going to use Nihilego as setup fodder. Goes for the Cosmic Power here as Sky goes for the Power Gem, just trying to get some chip damage off. I'm assuming not expecting the Cosmic Power there. And Baton passes into the Primarina versus the Mega Gallade here, and gonna be able to eat up a +1 Psycho Cut to get the knockout there with a nice Primarina knockout, getting the Cosmic Power Baton passed from the Mega Lopunny. So I thought that was a pretty cool set. I'm able to pass it into the Primarina there and catch a knockout. I'm sure that it would have been cool to see it get passed into Thundurus or Garchomp or even Crobat as well. But seeing it go into the Primarina took it up to the next notch. So let's go ahead and hop into the 3rd ranked hot set of that I picked out of those 7 weeks. We've got Marin Varian taking on Helmy here, where Marin's got a pretty cool Zygarde set. So we see a paralyzed Como here as Marin's going to Volt Switch out. Goes into his Zygarde as Como gets up his rocks. And the Zygarde's going to reveal Draco Meteor. So that's pretty cool to see from a Zygarde. That's pretty hot. But what else we're going to see here is the Tectonic Rage. I'm assuming that was 1,000 Arrows. And so the Cloister eats it and forces the Zygarde out. But that's not going to be the last time we see the Zygarde, as Landorus comes in here, forcing the Weavile out. In comes the Zygarde, takes less than half from Earthquake, and he's going to be able to go for the Pain Split here. So this is and revealing Dragonite here. So this was not only a Z move, Z Zygarde, it was also Draco Zygarde, it was also Dragon Dance Zygarde, and Pain Split Zygarde. That's insane to me. So that was worth number 3 ranked hot set in my opinion. And I guess that's gonna be it here. As the Tapu Fini comes in and reveals Protect here, we're not gonna watch the Zygarde die here as we're showing off hot sets. That's not fair. So that being said, let's jump into the top 2 now. Here with the number 2 ranked hot set. So worthy of a ranked 2 hot set out of all those weeks that we're recapping up on. We've got this game where Phantom Base or Tyler is facing off against Golden Centurion or Carson. So, Newark Cosmox taking on the Venus Shamans here, where the Shamans have brought in their Buzzwole to take out this Ferrothorn. Tyler and the Newark Cosmox are going to send in their Medicham on the Drain Punch, taking less than 0.25%, and reveals the Bulk Up. Buzzwole reveals its best way to hit the Medicham is actually Poison Jab, and Tyler's actually going to take this as an opportunity to go ahead and bulk up again, as Buzzwell actually reveals roost, and Medicham bulks up for a third time and then baton passes into Zera Aura, where it's going to take not even close to half from an Earthquake, super effective Earthquake, and is able to 2-hit KO the Buzzwell with Plasma Fist at this range. I'm not sure that this might actually sweep the game right here. Able to survive an Earthquake or a Stone Edge from the Aerodactyl, is able to land the Plasma Fist, which is 100% accurate, pick up the knockout there, down goes the Empoleon, and then the Coco comes in, sets up the terrain, and gets knocked out by the Zera Aura as well. Just fantastic. I was really impressed with this set. The Medicham baton passing three bulk ups into Zera Aura in this week 6 thriller. I know there was a little bit of hacks involved, but this was a fantastic game to watch. But yeah, that being said, we can go ahead and jump into the #1 ranked hot set from weeks 5 to 12. Actually coming from week 5. Let's jump into it. Alright, so the #1 hot play from weeks 5 to 12 actually comes from week 5, and it's from the game featuring Sebi and Eric, OP Dragonite versus Eric TS, where what's going on here is Tyranium just roared out the Celesteela after taking hefty damage from the Heavy Slam, burn damage taking it down to 6%. The Nidoqueen is going to pick up the knockout here with the Poison Jab. Tapu Lele is going to come in, forcing out the Nidoqueen, but goes for the Calm Mind. And now the Scarf Hydreigon, well, potentially a Scarf, I'm not sure on their sets, isn't going to be able to put this thing in range of much. But my man Sebi brings in the Mega Alakazam here. He's going to Mega Evolve and immediately clicks the Miracle Eye. So, if you guys do not know, as you can see on screen, the Alolan Muck was identified, and now its Dark typing has no effect anymore. So Mega Alakazam is free to go for a super effective Psychic versus Alolan Muck here. And that was just the hottest set, the hottest play of the ITL season, in my opinion. But I'm actually going to let you guys vote on that. So the 5 I just showed, plus the 4 I showed previously. Take a look at all 9. I'll leave a poll in the description, so check that out, and make your vote on what you think was hot set of the season. But yeah, for this SCOTTAKE, we're actually only going to be doing the hot sets and not the worst plays. So I don't feel like critiquing bad plays right now. So that's going to be that. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. All the good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.